Hello there, this is Bob Proctor. And you know, it's fairly obvious I like books. In fact, I'm surrounded by books. I'm in my home office. It's also my library. Some time ago, I was asked to write the foreword for a book. And so I was reading the book, and I thought, wow, this is really a good book. It's by Mark Wilson, Closers Get Paid. And they really do. As a matter of fact, great closers can earn more money. They have the potential of earning more money than any other professional in the world. Now, you may think that's a bit of a gross exaggeration, but it's really not. No one can earn the money that a professional salesperson can earn, but the professional salesperson must be a master at closing. And you know, closing is nothing but the natural conclusion to a very fine presentation. Mark Wilson is a peak performance coach, and his dream is to create a culture around salespeople with closers get paid. It's such a phenomenal idea. You know, many years ago, I hired a salesperson. He had a good appearance. He made a presentation to me, and it was really good. I was impressed. So we hired him in Toronto, and I sent him to our office in Boston. And you know, I kept looking and looking and looking every week. No business was coming in. And so I phoned, and I said, his name was Ted, and I forget his last name. And I said, Ted, what's going on? Well, he said, I don't know, Bob. He said, I'm working hard. I'm out there every day. I'm making a lot of calls. He said, I could show you my calendar. And I thought, well, what's he doing wrong? And so finally I jumped on a plane. I went to Boston, and I went out on a couple of sales calls with him. I think maybe it was the third call before the lights went on for me. He was making such a phenomenal presentation. I was caught up in the presentation, but he was never asking anybody to buy. He wasn't closing. And if you can't close, baby, you can't sell. Now think about it for a moment. Closing is the name of the game. You've got to be good at it. Now, I checked into his history. He had been a pharmaceutical salesman. And you see, pharmaceutical salespeople are not taught to close. They're taught to make a very fine presentation in a very sophisticated manner because they're making presentations to doctors. And they never close the sale because the doctor doesn't buy. The doctor prescribes. Then they go around later to the drugstores or the chemist shops, and they look to see, is the doctor prescribing the drug? He never learned to close. Now, I spent some time with Ted, and he eventually really started to make things happen. He was already good appearance, good presentation. How are you at closing? You see, Mark Wilson's dream, as I say, is to create a culture around his book, Closers Get Paid. It's a phenomenal idea. Do you know that just with a few coaching lessons on this one particular idea, you can literally turn your annual income to a monthly income? Closers Get Paid. I enjoyed writing the foreword for that book. I enjoyed the book. And you know something? You're going to. It's going to change your life. I don't even care how good you are. You can get better. Better's a nice word. Become a better closer. Closers do get paid a lot of money. So come here. Reading it isn't going to do it. It's the understanding and application of wise thoughts that count. Become a closer, baby. Closers get paid.